Welcome, my Alpha Squad, to Kyle is Famous, like we all want to be. We all know we want to be famous. Let's see how Kyle got there. Kyle wakes up. He is famous. Well, that was pretty easy, people. That's all we need to do. We just need to wake up. Video over. That's it. Kyle is host of the most popular talk show in recent memory, Stay Up Late with Kyle. I thought we had to wake up. If we're staying up late, we're gonna sleep in, so you're sending me mixed messages here, Kyle. Stay Up Late with Kyle has grown in popularity quickly in the last year and the public has noticed. I thought late night talk shows don't do that well. That's why they are late at night when everyone's asleep. Oh well, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. Inside has called Kyle a most excellent dumpy white man. Well, that's just rude. Top Tech noted that Kyle is inspiring youth to explore STEM fields. Most other talk shows are dedicated to discussing Kyle and his personal details. That's a little bit stalkerish. Most online videos are best of clips taken from Kyle's latest broadcast. The eye of the world is upon Kyle. Tonight is Kyle's most important guest interview yet. Stay Up Late with Kyle will be featuring Rachel May. She is a kind and lovely philanthropist. She is dear to the hearts of many. This interview requires preparation. Kyle cracked his eyes open, knowing today is his last chance to prepare for the interview. Kyle has 30 hours left. He must choose his actions wisely. Start preparing. Oh wait, that's us. Kyle's first decision of the morning was made wisely. Wither away, exit the bed. Okay, we want to do the right thing. Afterwards we can muck it up, Exit the bed. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom. Open the closet, scavenge, sit at desk, exit the bedroom to hallway. It took us an entire hour to get out of bed. Maybe we're just lazy. I think we probably need to put on clothes, so open the closet. Choose an outfit, back to bedroom. Kyle opened the closet. It was dark, and he could only really see his hanging shirts. Choose an outfit. Kyle decided to take some time to choose the perfect outfit, knowing how important appearance is. Slick suit, suit of armor, skunk panties, jeans and swimming goggles. I think slick suit. What was that? Kyle miraculously crammed his dumpy body into the suit. The chest pockets were filled with random knickknacks and paddywhacks. Kyle returned to the center of the bedroom. Open the closet, scavenge, sit at desk. Exit bedroom to hallway. I don't think we need anything else in the room right now, so let's go to the hallway. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. Check locked door, move to kitchen, return to bedroom, leave apartment. Well, we probably need breakfast, so let's go to the kitchen. Kyle walked into the center of the kitchen, open fridge, return to hallway, or check pantry. Well, we want breakfast, so probably cereal. Kyle wanted to access the pantry but found it was locked with a small keyhole. Back to kitchen. Open fridge. Kyle opened the fridge, intending to find something to eat. Eat condiments, eat the fridge. I hope that means everything inside the fridge and not the actual fridge itself, because that just seems like a waste of money. Irrespective of the health problems you would cause. Eat crust on the fridge wall. Oh, gross. I think prepare breakfast. Kyle constructed a breakfast of poached eggs and toast, along with a small fruit cup, and grilled sausage. Smash or eat. This is not... What was that movie called again? I think American Pie or something. Yeah, we're eating the food, not smashing it. I did not know Kyle was a loud eater. Kyle ate his breakfast slowly and thoughtfully, enjoying every bite. He felt refreshed. Returned to kitchen. Kyle walked to the center of the kitchen, returned to hallway. Let's check the locked door. Kyle walked over to the strange door in the hallway, but found quickly that the door was locked from the inside. Forced the door with forehead back to hallway. Leave apartment, move to kitchen. Let's go back to the bedroom, let's scavenge. Kyle quickly crouched down on the floor, realizing his immediate need for gossip, bugs. Back to bedroom. Gossip. Kyle firmly pressed his ear into the carpet, hoping to hear some stray words from the neighbors below. Kyle, that's not what I meant. I thought you had some notes on the famous person you're seeing, not the neighbors. I heard Rachel May is going on a trip out of the country soon. Oh, girlfriend, tell me more. They couldn't give a name? That's so generic. Well, what I will tell you is that every night I don a mask that looks like a bug and fight misdoers. Okay. There was a stunned silence, then a door opened and someone exited the neighbor's apartment. Wait, what? Is this like some kind of bug-based superhero like Cockroach Man? I can crawl into any surface and multiply indefinitely. You see one of me, there's thousands of me hiding inside the walls. Ha ha ha. That sounds more like a villain than a hero. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Checking desk drawer, write notes for interview. Kyle wrote down his first question. Am I a mother? Is your mother a mother? Are you a mother? Are you a mother? His second question. What are some diet tips? Beef, mashed or blended? Beef, mashed or blended? Who the hell will eat mashed beef or blended beef? You ever eaten a raw egg whole? Diet tips. What's your funniest story? Do you ever smile? I purposely ran over a pup. Wrote down his last question. Do you feel guilty? Are you guilty? What's your guilty pleasure? Ripped page, back to desk. Kyle made his way over to his desk and sat down. Back to room, checking desk drawer. Nothing. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his host chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Good evening, Kyle. Good evening, Kyle, she said, looking him in the eyes. I've been looking forward to being here. That sounds so villainous if I say it in that voice. I just had to. Kyle responded. Scream and spin in circles, answer politely. And I as well, Rachel, answered Kyle, extending his hand in greeting. You are a most welcome guest. Shake hands. After other mild exchange of pleasantries, Kyle and Rachel were prompted to take their places for the broadcast. A moment after seating, the studio lights brightened up and the cameras clicked on. Start broadcast. Gossip about neighbor. Gossiping about the neighbor is... You're not supposed to do that, so start broadcast. Good evening, everyone, said Kyle, looking at the camera. Welcome back to Stay Up Late with Kyle. Introduce Rachel. Tonight, I have the pleasure of interviewing the lovely Rachel May, who needs no more introduction. Kyle motioned to Rachel, who smiled and waved at the camera. Hello, Kyle, she said. I'm glad to be here. I should stop doing an evil voice for the guest. Well, I'm sure we'll have a lot to discuss, so we might as well dive right in, said Kyle. I'm very ready, said Rachel with a winning smile. Kyle produced the notes he had taken earlier. What are some diet tips? What's your guilty pleasure? What's your funniest story? Are you a mother? I think we start with what are some diet tips. Rachel, you managed to keep such a thin and healthy figure, said Kyle. What is your best diet tip? Well, a good diet starts with a plan, answered Rachel. And don't break it. Cheat days can turn into a habit. But, she continued, that doesn't mean a midnight snack here and there isn't allowed. She smiled naughtily. She smiled. Carl looked at his flabby self, decided not to comment and move on. Carl asked another question. What is your guilty pleasure? We all have one. What is your guilty pleasure? Ooh, well, that's an easy answer, said Rachel. Dipping pickles in chocolate sauce. Please tell me you eat them afterwards and that's all you do with those pickles dipped in chocolate sauce? Please tell me you're the one that eats them, or not that someone else eats them after you use them for something. I'm not going to continue this conversation. It might sound a bit strange, but it's tangy and sweet at the same time. I eat it far too often, Rachel smiled sweetly. Yeah, sure, you eat it often. Kyle asked another question. What's your funniest story? You've been involved in a lot of different things, said Kyle, but what's your funniest story? Well, that's a great question, Kyle, said Rachel. I think the story I always remember is the first time I tried to make dinner for my family. In the soup I made, I swapped out the water with milk and tipped the whole jar of salt in the pot. Yes, it was an accident. All accidental. While my family was sick from trying to eat it, I swiped their things and locked myself in my room. You stole from your family? You ass! Rachel laughed elegantly. Ha 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 ha! She stole from her family, the ass! Kyle decided to move on. Kyle asked another question. Are you a mother? Rachel, and I and many others would love to know, are you a mother? This is suddenly turned into parent court. Kyle looked up from his notes. Well, being a single woman with a career, she answered, that's not something that has crossed my mind. Rachel smiled genuinely at Kyle. Yeah, who wants an heir to an evil mastermind? Very reasonable indeed, said Kyle. He referenced his papers of questions. After reading his final question, Kyle looked up from his papers. Well, Rachel, he said, I think that's all I was planning on asking you. If that's the case, Kyle, may I ask you something in return? Asked Rachel, smiling one more time, very maliciously. Do you prepare for your interviews in advance? Because you seem very together. Before Kyle could answer, the camera shut down. The broadcast was over. Kyle returned home knowing the interview had gone well. But as he lay in bed and drifted to sleep, he felt that perhaps something was still missing. Wait, what was I missing? Kyle prepared very well. Endings unlocked. 1 out of 28. There's 28 endings? Okay, now we gotta do the worst decisions. Wither away. Kyle decided to stay put and wither away. Kyle withered successfully and died. Shucks. Kyle is now a ghost. This does not relieve him of his responsibilities. Get out of bed anyway. Kyle exited his bed and took a quick glance around his bedroom, set a dish, scavenge, opened the closet. Well, worst options. Let's just exit the bedroom naked. Well, we can't be naked, we're dead. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connects the rooms of his apartment together. Let's just leave the apartment, ghostly and naked. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Visit downstairs neighbors, visit tech store, return to apartment. Let's haunt around. Kyle felt a sudden pull on his heart. Had he abandoned his job as a ghost? Was he fulfilling his spooky, ethereal role that he accepted while lying in bed this morning? Kyle realized he had no other choice. He must spend his days spooking about. Kyle decided he should make a plan about who or where he should spook. Spook the interview, spook neighbor Gabby, spook himself. Let's spook the interview. Kyle thought that it would be best to continue his daily course, but with a twist. Today he would still go to his studio, but instead of conducting an interview, he would haunt. Excitedly, Kyle made his way to the studio early to find the best spot to conduct his ghostly duties. The studio was empty, being so early the crew wouldn't arrive for several hours. Kyle gleefully skipped around the building, finding the best spot for himself to hide. Please just don't imagine that. He's a naked ghost at the moment, skipping around, flabs flapping. After searching for some time, Kyle decided to hide behind the guest chair. Why do you need to hide? You're a ghost. Kyle quickly placed himself down and drew his legs to his chest. Soon the crew began to arrive and set up for the interview that night. Invisible to all senses, Kyle went undetected. He watched as cameras were set up, screens were turned on, and pages were flipped. Within an hour, Rachel walked into the studio. "Hey everyone," said Rachel, smiling kindly. "I'm ready to get prepared. Who do I need to talk to first?" Kyle's producer approached her. "Thanks for being here, Rachel. You should talk to Andrea about makeup first and then wait for when Kyle arrives." Kyle, knowing he was duping everyone, began to giggle uncontrollably. It was then that he, like clockwork, ceased to be a ghost. No, please. Oh, the studio grew silent. Everyone stared at Kyle, head down, clutching his legs and giggling at the floor. Kyle froze. He had found himself in a situation he had not encountered before. Kyle started to crawl out of the studio on all fours, hoping his small form would avoid attracting more attention. Everyone wordlessly watched as Kyle slowly made his way across the stage, through the production set and out the door. As soon as he was outside the studio, Kyle broke into an all-out sprint, ding-a-ling flying through the air. Kyle made his way back to his apartment as quickly as possible. Kyle sat in his kitchen and processed what had happened during his day. He vowed that he would never haunt anything again. Kyle left. Oh my word! I don't know if we had the best ending earlier, but we certainly must have had one of the very worst endings. That was so bad. Okay, let's go for another ending. There's 28 of them. Exit bed. Let's go to desk. Check in desk drawer. Assorted change, flashlight, small key, back. Ooh, small key. Back to desk. Back to room. Hallway. Locked door. From the inside. Let's force it open. Maybe best to try the force. Okay. After smashing his features into solid wood for several minutes, Kyle gained severe short-term amnesia. Then what was the key for? What was the key for? Leave apartment. Neighbors. Kyle approached his downstairs neighbor's door and knocked. A middle-aged woman named Gabby answered the door. She looked at Kyle expectantly. Ooh. Greet and start conversation. Consume, Gabby. Scream and spin. Sure, why not? Let's just be a cannibal for a day. Kyle unhinged his jaw and swallowed Gabby whole. We just vored Gabby? What the hell? Just like that? What are you, Kyle? You're someone that can turn into a ghost and turn back, and now you're someone that can swallow people whole? Job done, Kyle returned to the middle of the street. Okay. Kyle walked to the clean white tech store. He was greeted by Techno Jim, an elaborate cutout mascot with flashing light. Ask an attendant for free samples. Let's just steal Techno Jim. Quickly, before the attendant could acknowledge him, Kyle grabbed Techno Jim by the shoulders. By finding that Techno Jim's cardboard feet were bolted to the ground, Kyle started to pull upwards forcefully. After several tugs, Techno Jim broke free, leaving one foot and one leg behind. Kyle glanced at the attendant, who was staring bewildered, and ran outside. Continue with day. Kyle walked out into the middle of the road and took a long pondering look around him. Returned to apartment. Kyle walked into the small hallway that connected the rooms of his apartment together. We have 6 hours left. What do you want to do? Why not go to kitchen? Open pantry. Oh, the pantry is what we can unlock. Unlock. The pantry door creaked as if it hadn't moved for years, but eventually opened. Look in pantry. Instead of an assortment of canned goods and grains, Kyle's pantry stored his massive amount of bottled lard. Ignore the pantry for now. Grab a bottle of lard. Chug a bottle. Let's just chug it. Why not? Kyle voraciously grabbed the closest bottle, snapped the neck against the wall, and sucked out all of the fat within a minute. Stop. Chug a lard bottle. Why not? Kyle wildly sucked down another bottle. He felt very sick. Vomit on floor and stop. Chug a lard bottle. Kyle's vomit and the lard were mixing in a way to make it hard to tell which was which. Finish off the pantry. As Kyle finished the last bottle of lard, he felt a wave of accomplishment come over him. Returned to kitchen. Kyle hurried to the set. Sitting across from his house chair was a glamorous woman with an air of genuinity. As Kyle approached her, Rachel looked up and smiled. Rachel's smile quickly turned into shock as she realized Kyle had not put on clothes that day. Kyle waved and smiled broadly. Rachel uncomfortably averted her eyes. Kyle started making his rounds around the room, greeting each crew member, none of whom looked at him directly. As it became apparent that Kyle had no intention of leaving, Rachel made some excuses and exited the set. One by one, the crew followed suit. Kyle was left all alone and naked. Kyle prepared by being a nudist. What have we done? So, we have had one of the best days. I felt one of the worst days. But this might be worse, because this time they confirmed that we were naked. Oh dear. Well, there's a lot more endings we can do, so if you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like. Especially if you want to see more. Tell me in the comments below, why not? If you're not part of the Alpha Squad already, why not? It's an awesome squad to be a part of. And join the Discord, subscribe. Like, on the Discord we all have fun there, so why not? and I'll see everyone next time.